Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that we received, and the message reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? What I did, it is haunting me each and every single day. It is very difficult to fall asleep. I have tried everything. Even the man who assisted me gave me some herbs that I have to drink. I have to drink these herbs somewhere around 4 p.m. so that they can start working when I would go to bed, because I usually go to bed around about 7. But I stay awake from 7 until maybe 3 a.m. in the morning. That is when I can start to feel a little bit sleepy. Then I will just sleep maybe from 3 to 4 or 4:30. Then I have to wake up again. So when a human being gets no sleep at all, you start to hallucinate. Now I really do not know the things that I am seeing, if they are demons or if they are just hallucinations. The man who assisted me is not even being helpful either. He just says that, now that you are rich, go to the doctor. Stop coming to me with these simple problems. Go and get cured so that you can have some peaceful sleep. But I can't. I keep on thinking about all the things that I did, the deal that I had with the devil, so that I can be successful. For everything that I wanted, when I look at it, it was not worth it. So this costed my cousin's life. I sacrificed him in a ritual to get rich. Now I really feel like my time is running out. When I go outside, I hallucinate a lot, such that I saw that there is no need for me to drive on my own anymore. I can't even go shopping, because there are times when I end up going into the toilet. There was this at the time when I was at a mall. I ended up trying to swipe with my bank card. Soon after I had done some poop, instead of flushing, I tried swiping and swiping. In my mind and the vision that I was having at that time, I saw myself standing in queue waiting to pay at the till, but that was not the case. I was just hallucinating. I was not an evil person. I grew up like poor, really poor. I'm talking about the days when we would eat once if we were lucky. My family worked hard, but no matter what we did, nothing ever changed. It's like we were stuck in a cycle of poverty, and it felt like there was no way out of this poverty. I even tried to do the right things. I would work my multiple jobs, tried to save, but it was never enough. I would see some people that did not even go to school, enjoying life, living the high life, having good cars, expensive clothes. And one day, that was when I asked a friend whom we used to laugh at school, because he was someone who was not that intelligent, but he suddenly made money. Everyone was saying that it was all because he was now a tenderpreneur. I sat down with him and I said, please involve me in this free money business of running tenders. He laughed so hard and he said, oh, so you think that when you are doing these tenders, it is free money that the government is donating to you? No, there is no such thing as free money. You have to be willing to work with people to pay the price if you can. And I did not understand. I thought that maybe it was just your regular corruption that he was talking about. So I looked at my situation and I said, even if I want to start a company like now and try to apply for these tenders, there is no way that I'll ever be able to do the bribing and stuff like that. So a few weeks later, he called me to his office. He then introduced me to someone who was a spiritual man. And this man, he was just wearing a suit. I met him at his office as well. He looked normal, friendly. The moment that I sat down with him, I felt something like heavy, like this demonic feeling. He then spoke with me and he said, oh, I heard that you want to be rich, don't you? You want to break free from this life that you are living. And then I nodded and I said, yes. He then said that he was willing to help me, but he said, you need to understand that you have to give me something in return. He then explained the whole ritual to me. He said that I needed to at least expose myself to one of his own tokologists that was going to study my heart to see who the person that was really close to me, someone whose soul would have enough weight to bring the kind of wealth that I was asking for. And I wanted to walk out, but he said that this was the only opportunity that he was going to give me, because he had since been told that I was not that rich and he had felt sorry for me. So I reached that decision whilst I was sitting there when they were busy talking and talking. I told myself that this was the only chance that God had given to me. And then I said, I am willing to do this. Then my friend grabbed his jacket because we were headed for the old man's house. We went to the old man's house. He was driving his car. He was in front of my friend's car until we arrived at his house. And then we entered into the consultation room, and this man handed me a knife and said that anyone that was going to be revealed in this other mirror, that was the person that I had to kill. The tokology, I did not see it as such. The man was just holding a small walking staff, which he told me to look at. I looked at that walking staff, and he then said that his tokology had spoken with him, and the tokology had told him that my cousin was the one who was supposed to die. I said, my cousin, my hands were shaking so badly, I almost dropped the knife because I was really confused. I did not know. Then I was told that my cousin was supposed to die, and on that night I killed my cousin when I stepped into the mirror, but I was supposed to bring him at that same traditional healer's place after 5 days for a ceremonial murder ritual. And then I went with her. I told my cousin that there was a place that we were supposed to go to. This was a place where we were going to be given good luck, because already he was looking for a sangoma that could help him with his CV, because he had been dropping CVs left, right and center, and no one was coming to his rescue. So I collected him, and my friend came and picked us up with one of his beautiful cars. We then went, and after we had arrived at the traditional healer's place, so we started speaking with the sangoma. I gave him my own fake CV, and then my cousin gave him his own CV. Whilst we were there, I was handed the knife as well, and my cousin was like scared. He was like, what is going on here? Why are you holding a knife? That was when the traditional healer drank some herbs until his mouth was full of those charms, and he started spitting those charms into my cousin's face. I then grabbed my cousin, and then I pretended as if I was stabbing him. In that moment, my cousin was already feeling dizzy. He did not know what had happened. After that, we pretended as if we were collecting his blood, and then when he woke up, the traditional healer was busy working on his body, and he said, your luck, your good luck. My cousin was happy because he was promised that the following week he was going to receive a phone call and he would go for the interview. Well, it never happened, for I had already killed him. My cousin, when we arrived back home, he called me and he said that he was bleeding from the nose, and I said go to the clinic, for this was what the traditional healer had told me, to encourage him to go to the clinic. Once he would go to the clinic, that would be the end. He went with his mom to the clinic, and then he passed away the following day. I sacrificed my own cousin because I wanted to be rich. And yes, when my cousin passed away, then some of the doors that seemed to be shut all the while, like those doors were suddenly opened up for me. This is my own confession, and I do regret what I did to my cousin. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who received this message. Please let us try to speak with our brother in the comment section. If it is possible, brother, if you do not want this life anymore that you are living, why don't you find a Bible-believing church in your area? Then you go there, you speak to the pastor, you speak to the elders of the church, and you tell them this confession, and hopefully they can assist you. That is the first step. You say that you are scared that the devil might hurt you if you go to church, but the devil, let me tell you, is not powerful. And again, there is one of our brother, I'm really sorry, who has sent his confession. It has been a very long time trying to read his confession. I really do not know what happens. He was saying that I think he did some rituals. Each and every time when I try to read the confession, something always happen. Like currently, like if it must be a day before yesterday, I tried to read his confession. All of a sudden the phone stopped working, and I said, okay, I'll read it yesterday, and then it stopped charging again. So please, brother, I think you know that it is you whom I am talking about. Do come again. I hope that you did not delete the messages. Just say hi so that your chat can come on top, because there are a lot of people that send their messages on a daily basis. I will try again to read your confession. Let us meet again in the following episode.